Stone chips are a common problem for car owners, usually caused by small rocks or debris hitting the paint while driving. If left untreated, these chips can lead to rust and bigger paint damage. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to touch up stone chips on your car. Start by washing the chip spot with warm, soapy water to remove any loose dirt or debris, then dry it thoroughly with a clean cloth. Next, use a small amount of rubbing alcohol on a microfiber cloth or cotton swab to wipe the area. This step removes grease, wax, or any remaining residue, ensuring the surface is completely clean and ready for the touch-up paint to stick properly. If the chip has rough edges or shows signs of rust, gently smooth the spot using fine grit sandpaper. This helps create an even surface for the paint to adhere to. Applying primer is an important step to prevent rust and help the touch-up paint adhere properly. Primer creates a protective base layer that seals the exposed metal and ensures better bonding for the paint. Use a toothpick or a very fine brush to carefully place a small amount of primer only inside the chipped area, taking care not to spread it onto the surrounding paint. The goal is to cover just the exposed spot without creating excess buildup. Once applied, allow the primer to dry completely, usually for 30 to 60 minutes, before moving on to the touch-up paint. When it's time to apply the touch-up paint, start by shaking the bottle thoroughly to make sure the color pigments are evenly mixed. Using either a fine-tipped brush or a toothpick, carefully place a small amount of paint inside the chip, keeping it within the damaged area to avoid spreading onto the surrounding paintwork. It's best to work in thin layers rather than trying to fill the chip all at once, as thick coats can lead to uneven drying and an obvious patch. After each application, allow the paint to dry for about 10 to 20 minutes before adding the next layer. Once the touch-up paint has fully cured, usually after 1 to 2 days, you can begin blending the repair with the rest of the car's finish. Using very fine grit wet sandpaper, gently sand over the touched-up spot to level it with the surrounding paint. Be careful to keep the motion light and focused only on the repaired area to avoid scratching nearby surfaces. After the spot feels smooth and even, use a polishing compound and a microfiber cloth to buff the area, bringing back the shine and helping the repair blend more seamlessly with the original paint, leaving a smooth and glossy finish across the panel. With the right tools and a little patience, you can easily touch them up at home and keep your car looking great. Regularly touching up chips not only improves the appearance, but also helps protect your vehicle's paintwork from rust and long-term damage.